Hey everyone, my name is Jamie Lee. Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching this video today. This video is going to be really fun, I think. It's going to be a combination of showing you guys the dress that I've picked to wear when I get married, which should be really fun. I hope you guys will like it and give me your feedback about it, and also a little haul of things I've gotten from Lulus specifically to wear for my wedding and the week that I'll be away for my wedding, because we are getting married in Mexico. But before we even get into that portion of the video, I want to quickly have a little rant moment or a little story time about what happened when I ordered this stuff from Lulus, because it was a very weird experience and something that I have not actually had happen before as somebody who orders stuff online all the time. This is the first time I've ever had something like this happen, and it was very unsettling. So I'm hoping to share this story with you guys and see if you've ever had a similar experience. I hope you haven't, because it sucked. But without any further ado, let's get into the story. So this story all starts with the quest to find a pair of flat shoes to wear for my wedding. So for my actual symbolic, like full ceremony wedding, it will be in Mexico, and the dress that I'm wearing goes all the way to the ground, just skims the floor, and I really wanted just a pair of flat, comfy shoes that I could wear during the reception. I knew that I wasn't going to be wearing shoes when we actually get married because it will be on the beach, so I actually ordered a cute little pair of Barefoot sandals, which I'll show you guys later on in this video. But for a pair of real shoes, I have very small feet. In the past video, I referred to them as tiny elf feet. This is very true. They're size 5, they're also very narrow. So I struggle a lot with trying to find shoes, but in particular flat shoes, which is why I almost always end up wearing heels, because that's just the shoes that are made in my size. So I went to every single store that I could find within a pretty large radius of my house that sold any sort of even somewhat formal shoes, that sold any kinds of sandals, to try and find a pair of flat size 5 shoes. Now, I wasn't super picky in what I was looking for. Literally anything that was like white or nude and flat, I was fine with that. I was hoping for maybe a gladiator, but I wasn't going to get too picky. And I looked pretty much all summer. And obviously the thing with living in Canada is by the time it hits like August or even like the end of July, people stop carrying sandals because we get into colder weather. Everybody needs to be wearing like boots or moccasins, so there are no sandals left in the stores. So I was running out of time. I ended up going to Le Chateau and just asking the women who work there, like, do you guys carry any flat shoes in size 5? I don't even care about the color, like I just want a flat pair of shoes. And the sales lady looked me dead in the eye and said, we only carry normal sizes here. So, annoyed as I was, I decided to leave and never go back there for shoes ever again in my life. I had even asked her if on the website they sold anything in size 5, and she said nothing under a 4-inch heel, which is great, good to know. So I decided, you know what, I'll just order something online. I won't get to try it on in advance, but hopefully it'll fit fine. And I decided to order from Lulus. I decided, since I'm already ordering these shoes, and I found a very cute pair, and you'll see them later on in this video, why not order a couple other cute little things to wear during the week that I'm away? Like, I knew that my mom and sister were probably planning some sort of bridal shower for me. I knew that we would be having a rehearsal dinner in Mexico, so I was like, it might be nice to have a couple of nice little white dresses or outfits to wear for some of those things. Also, part of getting married in another country is the rules for getting legally married there and have it be binding in your own country can be different depending on where you go, but they usually are a lot more strict than if you just get married in the country that you are a citizen of. In Mexico, if you want to get legally married there, you need to be there for 2 weeks before your wedding. You need to get a blood test taken to prove that neither of you have STDs. Not sure why that would matter if you're already getting married, but I digress. And you also need to get the actual marriage documents translated from Spanish to English, and that's a flat charge of like $200. So we knew we didn't want to be there for 2 weeks before. The other things we didn't care about as much, but that meant that we needed to get married here first, and then we will need to go to Mexico for the symbolic ceremony. So I thought, wow, I'll order myself a dress to wear when we go to City Hall and get married. Something cute, something a little bit different than what my actual wedding dress that I'll be wearing in Mexico is. So I ordered one of those as well, and I got a pair of shoes to match to wear to that wedding, and I was very excited, couldn't wait for the package to arrive. So I wait a couple of weeks, and it usually takes about 2 to 3 weeks to get a shipment from Lulus, and the tracking information keeps getting updated. It's, you know, in New Jersey now. Oh, it's passing through the border in New York now. Oh, it's in Toronto at customs. And then it just stalled there. So it tagged through as passing at customs on a Friday. And I remember being really excited and thinking, oh great, I'll probably have it by mid next week. And then I never got another tag, which was very unusual. And I always sign up to get the text notifications. So I thought, oh, maybe that's just not working. Looked on the website, still no information. So then I come home on the following Wednesday, and Mark looks me dead in the eye and says, make sure you eat dinner before you look at the table. And I was like, why? And he's like, I don't want you to be mad. But now I have to look, you know. I should have listened to him, but I had to look. So sitting on the table was this, and only this. So this is a tiny little piece of plastic. And inside, it had the shipping document from Lulus. So this is my invoice, and this always comes inside your package when you buy something from Lulus. And then also inside was a little tester of a Chanel Water Light Foundation, which also very clearly should have been inside the Lulus package, which is nowhere to be seen. And I'm like, that's very weird. And then I read this little bag, and I will read it aloud to you now. Dear customer, we sincerely regret that your mail item is damaged. It was found in this condition in the mail stream. We realize your mail is important to you, and we are always concerned when mail entrusted to our care is damaged. We continue to improve our processing methods to help reduce occurrences of mail damage. You may call Canada Post, and then they give the number, or visit the website if liability coverage applies. Please note the packaging and contents may be required. We apologize for the inconvenience. And that's it. So I get that, I read that, along with this, and I go, so what happened? All of my stuff got damaged except for the shipping document, my invoice, and this random sample? That seems very convenient. And I was infuriated, obviously. So I immediately call the number, and I'm waiting, and the guy on the other end of the phone, bless his soul, was so nice. And I'm obviously not going to be mean to him. It's not his fault. I was annoyed and very angry about what was going on, and like the lack of information other than this little standard plastic bag with something written on it. But he basically said that chances are somebody stole all your stuff, and all that was left were the invoice and this random sample. So I'm very mad. I say, okay, well, what can I do about it? And turns out, if this happens to you, there's absolutely nothing that you can do except for let the company that sold you the stuff know and hope that they are willing to refund you your money. And that's literally all you can do. If it had have been any other company that I didn't trust as much as Lulus, I would be so mad. But I knew like they really take customer service seriously, and I buy a lot of stuff from them, so obviously they're not going to try and screw me out of like $230 US worth of stuff. But it's still such a frustrating situation to be put in. So I'm forwarding Lulus the information from Canada Post saying that they need to start the claim, and they let me know like, this is very unfortunate, like we'll have to refund you all your money, you'll have to reorder the items. But this is where it gets very unfortunate, is the sole reason that I had made this order in the first place was those flat wedding shoes, which are just this cute pair of very flat, sparkly gladiators. And now they were out of stock in my size. So at this point, I'm crushed. Like, the refund is well and good, but all I really want is that pair of shoes from the original shipment, and I'm so sad about it, and I'm talking to other people, and I've never met anybody who had this happen to them where they only got the packing slip. So I was actually camping with my friends the weekend that all of this was going down, and I'm back and forth with Lulus and back and forth with Canada Post, and they're basically just saying, we can't do anything for you. Then, all of a sudden, on the Tuesday after we got back, I'm sitting at home and I'm going back and forth like, oh, do I just get Lulus to refund me my money? Like, I don't know. Clearly we're not getting this package. And lo and behold, I show up at home and there is a delivery notice that somebody has tried to deliver something to my house. So I go to the post office, go to pick it up. They say you owe probably like $50 or $60 in duties, which if you've ever ordered from Lulus before, you always pay duties no matter what. So I'm like, well, I don't want to pay duties if I don't know what's in the box. And they weren't even going to bring the box out until I paid. And I was like, no, I need to at least see the box. Am I paying duties on another notice from Canada Post saying they couldn't deliver any of my stuff? Or am I paying for the things that I ordered? So I got them to bring the box out finally, and I literally picked up this box, like shook it a little bit. It felt pretty good. So I paid the duties and I went home. Now, it was a pretty big box because I did order 2 different pairs of shoes, 2 dresses, I got some earrings, I got this cute bride shirt that I will talk more about in a few minutes. So I knew the box was going to be big, and it was. But I'm looking at the box and it had very clearly been cut open on the bottom and then retaped over. So I open it from the top and you can very clearly tell, like, Lulu's boxes are always packed impeccably. They always look really nice. And they always give you like your earrings and jewelry in like a cute little bag. They always have everything folded very nicely. They always have it wrapped in like this very cute little Lulu's branded tissue paper with a little sticker. But like, this is how this was found when I got it. And some of the stuff had been opened already quite clearly. The earrings had like been taken out of their package and like just put in with a pair of shoes. And it was clear that somebody had taken this package, opened it up, rooted through it, maybe even considered stealing it, I'm not sure, and then probably realized, oh, this is a bunch of size 5 shoes in a very narrow width, because all of Lulu's shoes are generally pretty narrow, and some size 4 or size small dresses and tops, all of which are white or bridal or say bride right on them. So it was very clear that somebody probably intended to take some of my stuff. And was that somebody at Canada Post? Was that somebody at UPS in the US? Like, who was rooting through this package? I'm not sure. I've definitely had Canadian Customs go through stuff before, but they usually will like open it, look at the stuff, be like, lift it out, be like, yep, all closed, and they set it back in, and it's not always as nice, but it's like set back in a respectful way. It's not just hucked back into your box. And certainly they wouldn't open up your earring packages and then shove them in with a pair of shoes. Canadian Customs isn't going to do that. So clearly somebody probably had the intention of stealing this stuff and then realized it wasn't really worth their time or money. So I'm very thankful to whoever did that for eventually sending it back to the post office so that I got it. But regardless, this was not a fun situation for me, and it was very stressful. And like, when I went to get it from the post office, the guy literally looked at me and was just like, we don't know how this box got here. We never actually tried to deliver it. I don't know how you got a delivery notice for it. Like, it wasn't here yesterday, it's here today. So most likely it's an inside job, maybe at my local Canada Post, I'm not sure. But regardless, I'm thankful that all of my items arrived. Now that that is over with, I am ready to start talking about the clothes, my favorite part of this video. I'm so thankful that I received all of this stuff so that I can actually show it to you guys now. So as I mentioned before, this little bride t-shirt is the first thing I got. I just got this in a size small. I honestly expected it to be one of those really bad quality, like very thick material t-shirts, and I don't know why I assumed that, because Lulus would never do me like that. They always have very nice high quality clothing, and this is no exception. It's very, very soft. This is printed on very well. Like, this isn't the type of print that's going to crack after one wear. It's really nice. I would still obviously hand wash this if you want it to remain in very good condition, although you probably won't wear it that many times in your life, so that's up to you. Now, I paired this with this cute little skirt, which is also from Lulus, and it's just like a nice little wrap skirt, but you could wear this with jeans or with joggers. I'm planning to wear it when we are on the plane heading to Mexico, and I will probably just wear it with like a comfy pair of leggings or something. Now, the length on this is really good. It's pretty long, it's very comfy, and I really, really like it. Like, I think I will definitely get a decent amount of use out of the cute little shirt. Now, let's get into some dresses. Now, I literally never wear white because I'm always so afraid of getting it stained. So having all of these new cute like little white dresses and white tops is going to be very weird for me. But before we even talk about this dress, let's look at these earrings. I have actually been trying to order a variation on these exact earrings from Lulus forever, but literally every single time I would order them, I would always get a message saying, sorry, this item cannot be shipped, we couldn't get it, it's sold out before you could, like, we're not going to ship it, do you still want the rest of your order? Literally every time. Like, I've probably tried to order them 3 times now, and I'm glad I finally got them. I find them so cute. I just think that the triangles are so interesting. They're nice and shiny, and I've gotten so many compliments on them already. I wear them to work all the time. Now let's talk about this dress. So this is such a cute little dress. It is very fitted. It makes your bum look nice, and it's got these very cute little tassels at the bottom. It also has this kind of little peekaboo right in the center, and then also up the back. And I just think that this is so cute. This is the type of dress that I'm very excited to wear in Mexico, out to dinner, maybe to a rehearsal dinner, where I think it's really cute, it's flattering, and it's very comfy also. And you can tell just wearing it, and you'll probably be able to tell just by looking at it, that this is very high quality. It's made very well. This overlay is beautiful and is clearly made of very high quality materials. And it's something that I have come to really expect from Lulus over the years. Everything I've ever purchased from them has been absolutely wonderful. Now, this is a good time to mention the shoes that started this entire thing, and I will insert the picture of what they look like online here, because obviously not on my foot, it won't really give the same look, but these are them. They are just these beautiful little gladiators. These are all little stones with gold all around them. They're very, very flat. They have like a cute chain that attaches them, and I think they will be perfect for wearing during the reception and dancing, and still being very comfy while also being cute and nice and flat, so that my dress will still be on the ground. It won't be like lifted up from the ground at all. And like I said, I absolutely love them. I'm thrilled that they came in. I'm so glad that they didn't actually end up getting lost or stolen. Now, other than the shoes, obviously, which I've already talked about, this is the thing that I was most excited about getting, and I'm very, very happy with it. So this is the dress that I'm going to be wearing when me and Mark get legally married, so when we go to City Hall and are officially husband and wife. And I'm happy to be sharing it with you guys before anybody else sees it. And I really, really like it. I'm very happy with it. So it's just a very simple little dress. It has this beautiful lace overlay, a V cut, and then it just comes in and is pretty much just an A-line down to just below my knees, and I really like it. It makes me feel very pretty, very girly, and it does have pockets, which I'm thrilled about, and I absolutely love it. I think it's really pretty. I think it will look pretty walking down with Mark to City Hall, and I'm just really happy. I also think that it's nice the way that it sits. So it does have some extra fabric underneath that makes it kind of like flow out from your body versus just hanging straight down, which some cheaper dresses would do. Not that this was super expensive or anything, but I do think, once again, it's very, very well made. It's nice, thick lace material. It has a little bit of the crinoline underneath to make it do that nice outward motion a little bit more. And it's just lovely to twirl in, which what more could you ask for? I will say, if you are getting married anytime soon, especially if you're doing a less traditional wedding, or even if you are, Lulus has so many really nice options. And obviously they have some that are shorter, some that are longer. This is kind of like the middle ground of that. But they do have some like full length wedding dresses that are beautiful. And of course, I can't recommend their bridesmaids dresses enough. That's actually where we got ours. Now, of course, I also had to get a pair of earrings to wear when I'm getting married. So I went with these, and they're just these very, very simple, super sparkly little circles that I think are very classic. They're timeless. You can wear these to work. You could wear them out anywhere. They're very cute. I like them a lot. They weren't too expensive, and I don't think that you necessarily need to be decked out in diamonds head to toe at all times. I think that a cute little pair of costume jewelry earrings are just as good. Nobody's going to be looking at your ears anyways. They're going to be looking at your smile and being happy for you, especially on your big day. So don't worry, especially if you don't have the funds at the time. That's something that you can definitely afford to go a little bit cheaper on. Now, I also decided that I should get a little pair of shoes to wear with this. Almost all of my heels are black because, once again, I have so many problems buying shoes with my tiny feet. It's a curse, and black just tends to be the only color. Like, they'll have this one pair of shoes, they'll have size 5 only in the black, even though they carry 8 different colors of it. So I decided to get these. They're just a very simple little heel. Very, very cute. They're really comfy. They have some extra padding on the inside. They weren't too expensive. And like I said, the thing that I cared most about for these was just that they were very comfy to walk in, because obviously I don't want to break my ankles when I'm trying to walk down the aisle, and I really, really like them. I highly encourage you, if you like to be able to wear shoes and not necessarily wear them forever, but if you like to have a few different pairs, or you want to try a wild pattern or a type that you normally wouldn't wear, Lulus is great because a lot of their shoes aren't super expensive. They're comfy. They won't necessarily last you forever. Like, these are not the most expensive or well-made shoe out there, but they're also not like super garbage and cheap to the point that they hurt your feet. And it lets you really try a couple different kinds of shoes for the price that it would cost you for one pair somewhere else without them being super uncomfortable. Now, the very last thing that I have to show you guys is actually these, which are probably, the camera is not going to do them justice because they're beautiful, but they are these adorable little lace barefoot sandals. I ordered them on Etsy, and they actually shipped in from a lady who makes them in Turkey. And if you make them and you live in Canada, let me know, because I know other people who are looking for similar things, and it just seems like the ones that were available on Etsy from Canada were just not as cute. Like, they didn't look as high of quality. So if you are from Canada and you make these, let me know and I will shout you out. But they're really, really beautiful, simple little lace. They have, of course, this goes over your toe, and then this goes over your foot, and you'll tie this at the back. But it's got some sparkles, it's got some little pearls, and some rose patterns, which will go lovely with my wedding dress, which you guys will see soon enough, don't you worry. And I'm very, very happy with them. And with that, I have shown you everything that I had for today. So as you can see, and as you probably tell, I'm very excited. We're getting close. We get married at the end of November, so we're very excited. We're looking forward to it. And now that I have this dress to wear We will probably be getting legally married in the next couple of weeks, which is very exciting to have a husband. And hopefully I'll be able to convince him to start being in some more videos soon. But anybody watching who knows him knows that that's probably not going to happen. Now, thank you guys very, very much for watching this. I know a lot of people don't love like the ranty story time type videos, but if you made it all this way, I appreciate you very much. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you are new here, or if you're not already subscribed and you would like to, please be sure to hit the big red subscribe button down below. Also be sure to hit the bell notification button. I put out a new video every single week. And thank you very much. I appreciate you guys so much. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next week. Bye!